Lots to talk about with the 3-year-olds. Obviously, some of them are racing, some of them are ready to race, but all of them should be ready to go right now. Adrenaline Rush continues ready to go. I'm going to ask Cindy and Greg to make sure he goes to Mohawk and make sure he trains in 56 or 57 this coming week at Mohawk. Barbie's Crown is the only question mark of the entire group, I believe. I'd like to maybe even, I'm toying with the idea of sneaking her over here, qualifying her, schooling her a couple of times, getting a couple of tighteners into her, maybe getting a head jump on everybody in Ontario. The biggest thing with the lockdown was to put weight on her. They said she's put weight on and looks good. So, want to keep her moving in the right direction. Better's Hope. Can't wait to see how he trains this week. The vet did find some things all on the right side, which makes total sense. I'd like to see a mile in 57 or 58 out of him this week. Blue Monk continues to remain ready to go for Harry. Brilliant Corners also remains ready to go for Harry. So those horses looking for that May 27th qualifier, June 3rd race type thing. Can't Muscle Me, another horse ready to go, continues to stay ready to go for Harry. First Glance, again, got a lot of horses ready to go here. Be nice to get going in Ontario. Fox Valley Britska, he's getting ready to go. He's going to Indiana on Wednesday to race for Jason and Travis Henry. GW Chrome will have him in to go next week. We gave him a week off. He raced 4, 5, 6 weeks in a row. He's put a little bit of weight on. Yeah, he hasn't really lived up to what I'd hoped he'd be, but that's horse racing. We'll be racing him in the condition claiming maiden, his next start. Then after that, maybe looking towards the Fairs and Buckeyes with him. Holy Chick, we're going to have her ready to go probably in about 10 days. Going to spend a week of galloping her and see how she feels after that. Eclair AM will race Friday in Philadelphia. I already got my ticket booked to head down there. Geez, that was some kind of mile she went the other day. Very impressed with this filly and can't wait to race her in Philadelphia. I'm a Lovely Lady. Talked about fillies that raced good last week. Just jogged 57-4. She's got the rail again this week in Northfield Park. Italian Grid, he's heading with Fox Valley Britska to Indiana for Wednesday races. Jazzy Judy, I can't wait to get this filly raced. I can't wait to train her this Friday. She was so good last week, training her last Friday. We trained her. She just looks great. I think a mile in 2.4 and 2.5 be like chopping sticks for her. We'll have her into qualify shortly thereafter. Miss Meringue, a little more time for her. It's just the way it is. She'll be ready to go this summer, but not for a little bit yet. Mama Knows Best was absolutely professional, is the best way to put it. She was a total professional in her training in her race last week. Just jogged and did it the right way. Drew the outside again. Gonna get probably the same type of trip this week from Mama Knows Best. My Jazz, ready to go. 95%. I think we'll train her a hard mile or maybe even school her on Thursday and then come back with a qualifier the following Thursday. She's at about 95%. So if she's not quite at 100 on Thursday, we might push that training to Saturday and then come back with a qualifier. I think she's very, very close to getting to 100%. No Free Lunch continues to be ready to go. He looked good, I guess, training this week. Northern Blizzard, 59 off a half and almost 1-1, Johnny said, and said he was awesome. Can't wait to see this guy race this year also. What else do we got? Perfect Record. He won that start at Saratoga, looked okay, and then followed it up with a break. I said to Mark Beckwith, you know the horse, just drive him yourself. Just drive the horse yourself this week, and I think you'll be much, much better off. Rose Run, Why Not? Much like Miss Meringue, going to take a little bit more time to get these guys ready to go. So Admirable, big qualifier to So Admirable. Can't wait to see her race this week. Qualifier in 56-2 at Saratoga. Really can't wait to see this filly race this week. Sweet Ambitions will be heading to the Mark Beckwith stable to race at Plainridge this week. I'll call Mark and tell him she's on her way first of the week. That's My Girl goes to Indiana on Wednesday. I'd love to see them have a good night in Indiana. I mean, first start for That's My Girl, a lot of question marks there. Italian Grit, a lot of question marks there. And again, Fox Valley Britska, I thought he raced great last week. Long ship. They'll ship probably the morning of, give them a little rest in the afternoon, and then race them at night. Interested to see how this is going to turn out this week for a number of reasons. Tipsy and Dixie continues to be ready to go in Harry's barn. Walk on the Moon continues to be ready in Mario's barn. Both horses ready to rock whenever they're asked. War We Welcome, it turned out well bringing her over here. She jogged at Northfield and then won again out from the rail the other day at the Meadows. 56 flat. big mile from War We Welcome. Might be a turning point in her career. She's got the 6 or 7 or 8 hole this week. I can't drive her as we're having drone day. We're having recorded training sessions behind the gate on Wednesday. It's a 2-hour drive. Had she been in the 10th like last week, no problem. But she's in the 3rd. I simply can't get there in time. So Hunter Myers is going to drive War We Welcome. Well and down, raced good again the other night. Kind of drove her into a blind switch. 5th and 54, closing on the end of it. I thought she raced well and won my heart, Hanover. Coming off a tough trip, but that's all right. Life's tough sometimes. I think this filly will bounce back really well. Can't wait to go with her and Eglarium in Philadelphia on Friday. So those are your 3-year-olds. Only got one left. Only get the 2-year-olds left. I'll be back in just a second. I'm going to give grades to all the 2-year-olds. I'm going to redo my video and do them all right now.